Quite the bombshell for Mangione News, the 17th of July today, while I was at work again. Uh, the defense submitted a motion today, and it's available on the website, Luigi Mangione info, legaldefenseinfo.com, whatever it is. Sorry, guys. Just Google his name and it'll come up. So the prosecution apparently requested his medical information from Aetna, requesting his name, date of birth, and when he was covered by Aetna. Now, here's where it gets shady. The prosecution told Aetna that they had a court date, May 23rd, which didn't exist, and that Aetna had to submit this information directly to the DA's office, which is a huge no-no, because normally what happens is either party in a case will submit something to the court saying, we're going to subpoena this third party for information. The other party has an opportunity to say, yes, I support that, or no, I don't, or no, you can't, and here's why. Like, it goes through the court system. So for the district attorney to go directly to Aetna without going through the court process is a huge violation. And they invented a hearing date, May 23rd, which didn't exist at all. And then on top of that, Aetna not only replied and complied with the DA's request and sent everything directly to them for fear of being held in contempt of court, because the prosecution said, you're going to be held in contempt of court if you don't give it to us right now. They sent like 120 pages of a complete, comprehensive, full, like very well protected under HIPAA medical record of Mangione's everything to the DA, which they then had the opportunity to at least partially review. So Mangione and his team are requesting a whole range of possible things to remedy this. Number one, recusal of the DA, the prosecuting attorney team entirely, or acquittal of these charges. Like, just get rid of them, because this is all like so very poisoned. Like, none of it is good, or at the very least have a hearing to assess the damage. So it's possible we could have a hearing coming up in the next 10 days. In normal people's court, 10 days is pretty standard, but in a high profile case, I don't know if that will be faster or slower. It's possible that the judge could lump it into the September hearing, although that's already seeming like a pretty stacked hearing as far as the things to address, so it might need to be a second one. Either way, if the defense team's claims are true, then the prosecution, like, they really screwed up. I don't know how they thought that they would get away with this. They, I assume, are aware that there's like tens of thousands of people watching the docket. I assume that they're aware that like someone might have caught it at some point, that something this egregious just doesn't go unnoticed. So I'm going to be really curious to hear what the prosecution has to say in response to this, because this is a huge violation of Mangione's, not only his medical rights under HIPAA, but also as a defendant, not having a part in the judicial process. Wow. I didn't think that the prosecution would just make up dates. That's new. So go check out the motion. Wow, I gotta think about this one. This is surprising.